Coach, we've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Coach, we've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 37, check 37. You gon' take. Low. You got take right there. Check.
Juice right, Chief.
Check.
Express. That's it.
On first down, Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Watch the ship. Hey.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming. Kill. Alert! 20, Mike, 20. I'm scared.
Allen. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third.
Tighten up. Shift. Alert! Check.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Tight. 3 down. Hey, switch gears.
Half 85.
Check 99.
Half 10.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. If that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Showing up. You draw forfeit.
Toss play to Balaj. Oh, the spin. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Carr. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Down.
58.
180. Hey, we're good. 185.
Slam.
Express.
Shift, shift.
Now Balaj. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kalen Balaj with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10.
Bravo.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It got his man complete. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Here's McKinnon on the draw. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, you got 3 down. SOS.
Second down, McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Mike 29. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 29.
Now Allen. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. Third down here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Set. That's right. Heavy. Switch it.
From the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Switch. 56.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
$319. Out. Check 26. Pass 85. Here we go.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
We got this. 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Big hit.
And it's third down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Whip.
You're mine.
Check 31. Check 31. Check 24. Check 24.
Throwing his car on third down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That's taken it around the 40. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Watch out. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Middle.
On 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, McKinnon, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Slam. All day, every day, any day.
Here's McKinnon, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Mike, what's the run? They're running it. Check 15, check 15.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
serious right here. So we got to step it up. Switch.
Monday.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, fellas.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, tight.
Everyone, Mike 20. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Middle.
Got you.
Regular. Alert!
Check four. Kill.
Hey, home.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Where we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On the toss, here's Balaj. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
ready? Later 2, 694.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Check number 6, check number 6. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Right down. Hey, 734. Check.
On 3rd down, Carr. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll try and run with Balaj. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Alert! Middle.
Allen going to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Down 80!
Time go.
Half 10.
Kill. Hey, middle.
What's that?
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
You better be afraid of me. Check 3. Check your hot read.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Look low.
Out. Let's go. What's that?
To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Alert! Half.
Check it back.
Alert! Hey, seam 6. Look out!
Another try after the first down sack. Allen looking deep for Gabriel. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
6-6. Pull it high. All 52. Look out!
From the gun, it's Allen. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last